If you run a business or you're starting one, these tools will save you days of time and thousands of dollars. Today, I'll rank the best AI tools I've been using for my business in the last 3 years. 4 questions decide where a tool lands. 1. Does it move a real metric or save real hours of work? Feeling productive doesn't count. 2. How fast does a normal person get value? If it takes a weekend to learn, it drops a tier. 3. Price against what you get. Cheap and useless is still useless. Expensive and essential is fine. 4. The 90-day test. Will you still open it after the novelty dies? This one kills more tools than anything. Okay, category 1, the brain. Every stack needs one main AI assistant. This is the thing you talk to all day. And the mistake everyone makes is paying for 4 of them. ChatGPT. The default for a reason. Best all-rounder, the voice mode is genuinely useful for thinking out loud, image generation is built in, and the ecosystem is huge. If you buy one and never think about it again, it's this. S tier. Claude. This is my daily driver for anything that involves writing or building. The copy comes out sounding human instead of like a press release. But the real reason it's S tier is what sits around it. You can build small internal tools by just talking to it, spin up a project workspaces with your own rules baked in, and wire it into other apps. I've built tools that tell me which old content to refresh and which leads to chase. At that point, it's doing the work of a junior employee. S tier. Gemini. Massive memory, lives inside Google, and it's your cheapest path into the VO video model. If you're already deep in Google Workspace, it's an easy A tier. Grok. Niche pick. It reads X in real time, which matters if your whole game is social or market news like mine. For most businesses, it's a B. For a crypto or news brand, it bumps up to an A. The verdict, pick one as your primary, maybe a second for a specific job. Paying $20 a month 4 times over because you can't choose is not a strategy. Automation. If you only take one thing from this video, take this category. The brain answers questions. Automation does the work while you sleep. This is the gap between people who use AI and people who get paid because of it. N8N. The most powerful one here. You can self-host it, connect basically anything, and drop AI steps into any workflow. It leans technical, so there's a learning curve, but the ceiling is the highest on this whole board. I run a chunk of my content through it. S tier for builders. Gumloop. Same idea, but friendlier interface. It's built AI first. The interface is clean, and you don't even need your own API keys, because they cover the model costs. If N8N scares you, start here. Teams at Shopify and Instacart run on it. S tier for marketers. Zapier. The old king. Still connects more apps than anyone. And it's been making progress on AI agents. Nobody's excited about Zapier anymore. It's just a safe choice, and it just works. A tier. So, the verdict. One assistant to think, one automation tool to execute. That's the spine of the whole stack. Build your own software. Here's a shift nobody warned marketers about. I'm not technical stopped being an excuse this year. You can now build real software by talking to a chatbot. Landing pages, internal tools, small apps, no engineer needed. VO by Facel. My favorite for landing pages and front-end design. It's built by a company that obsesses over how things look, so the pages come out clean instead of looking like a template everyone else used. And it's free to start. S tier. Lovable. Goes further into full app territory and stays beginner friendly. If you want an actual working tool of a static page, this is the one. A tier. Claude Code and Cursor. When you outgrow the easy tools and want real control, these are where you go. Steeper, but you can build genuinely serious things. I've shipped actual product with these. A tier, and S if you go deep. Verdict, Every marketer should build one small tool this quarter, even a dumb one. It changes how you see your job. Video and UGC ads. This is the most crowded category in AI right now, and the one with the most snake oil. Let me save you the money. The economics first. An AI UGC ad runs you maybe $2 to $20. A human creator runs $50 to $500 plus. The quality crossed the line this year, where short ad clips perform about the same. So the math is hard to argue with. ARC-ads, best for scroll-stopping UGC ads. The AI actors look like a real person filmed it on their phone, which is exactly what wins on TikTok and Reels. The killer feature is batch testing. Write 5 hooks, run them across 5 actors, ship 25 variants this afternoon. Around 110 a month. No free trial, talking heads only, and you finish editing somewhere else. S tier for paid social. Creatify, best for e-commerce volume. Paste the product URL, it pulls the details and spits out ad variations in minutes. Starts cheap, around 19 a month. Free plan to test as well. If your job is product page to ad, on repeats, it's this, S tier for e-commerce. HeyGen, best avatars and the localization king. Record once, push it into 175 plus languages with the lips actually matching. One brand pushed a single recording into 30 markets with it and cut months of reshoots. And it has a free plan to try. If you sell in more than one language, nothing else is close. S tier for localization. Runway, VO3, Kling, CDONS 2.0. These are the generative ones for B-roll and cinematic shots rather than talking heads. Runway and Kling lead on quality. VO3 is free if you have a Google Ads account, which is a quiet cheat code. CDONS 2.0 makes vertical UGC clips with sound from a product image, A tier, with VO punching above its price. One honest warning, almost all of these run on credits. The sticker price lies. The real number is the cost per usable clip after you throw away the bad renders. Track that number and forget the monthly fee. Design and visuals. Canva with its Magic Studio AI. For anyone without a designer, this is S tier and it's not even close. Brand Kit keeps your colors and logo consistent. The template library is endless and you can generate a full layout from one line of text. The knock, Canva output kind of looks like Canva. It's a volume machine and for most businesses that's exactly what you need. Just don't expect the polish. It's still S tier. Figma, now with AI. If you have real design standards and a person who cares about them, this is the serious choice. More depth, steeper, but not for everyone. A tier. Image models like Nano Banana and the GPT image tools, these are your thumbnail and asset machines. Underrated for making your content stop the scroll. Definitely A tier. The verdict, Canva for speed, Figma when it has to be perfect. Now, the new SEO. This is the category that didn't exist 2 years ago and now might be the most important one on the board. Search has changed. People ask ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity instead of typing into Google. So the new question is whether the AI recommends you when someone asks about your space. Page 1 rankings matter less and less every month. That's a whole new game, and there are now tools that track exactly that. Whether the big AI engines mention your brand and how to get them to. Surfer, still the standard for structuring and scoring content so it ranks. Around $50 a month. It won't write the piece for you, it scores what you've got and shows you the gaps. Pair it with your AI brain, A tier. S if SEO is your main channel. AI visibility trackers, the newer breed that watches whether ChatGPT and the others name drop you. This is early. It's a little raw, but being first here is the kind of edge that's hard to get anywhere else in marketing right now. Watch this space. Early A. Verdict. Keep doing search, But start measuring whether the machines quote you. That's where the attention is actually moving. Sales and prospecting. If you sell anything B2B or run an agency, this category prints you money. Play. Enrichment and outbound at scale. It finds prospects, fills in everything you need to know about them, and feeds personalized outreach. For agencies and B2B, it's definitely S tier. The learning curve is real, but the payoff is bigger. S tier. Apollo. The all-in-one prospecting data and outreach without enterprise pricing. I run prospecting through Apollo myself for partnership outreach, and if you want one tool instead of 3, start here. A tier, S for solo operators. My verdict, pick one based on volume. Apollo to start, Clay when you start to get surgical. The overhyped tier. Now, the fun part. What I'd actually skip. All-in-one AI marketing suites. The ones that promise to do your content, your ads, your email, your SEO, all in one login. They do everything at a C-. You're better off with one sharp tool per job. Horizontal tools to vertical tools every time. Generic AI writers that are just ChatGPT with a markup. A lot of AI copywriting platforms are a thin wrapper over a model you already pay for, charging you triple for a prompt. Your main brain already does this. Save yourself the money. Any tool you buy before mastering the last one, that is the real trap. People collect tools like trophies, 9 subscriptions, 0 systems. One tool you've actually mastered beats 10 you opened once. The fix is literally in the discipline. Stop buying and start mastering these tools. Buying software is not the same as doing the work. Put that on a sticky note because most people need to remember it. The actual stack. So, if I'm starting a business or an agency today, here's what I'd actually run. 5 tools. That's it. 1. A brain. ChatGPT or Claude. Pick one. 2. An automation tool. Gumloop if you're a marketer, N8N if you like to build. 3. An ad engine. Arcads or Creatify, depending on whether you're selling on social or selling a product. 4. Canva for everything visual. 5. Apollo or Clay for outreach. That's the whole thing. 5 tools, a few $100 a month, and a setup that most 10-person teams can't beat. If you're scaling later, add VO to your own tools. HeyGen if you go multi-language, and a visibility tracker once AI search is sending you traffic. But you start with 5. You master 5. Everything else is a distraction wearing a free trial. I promise you I've done it a million times. The tools are the easy part, but the system you build around them is the actual work, and the thing that nobody can copy. If you want the exact stack I run for content and outreach, it's linked below, and tell me in the comments which tool I ranked wrong, because I guarantee I put one of your favorites in the overhyped tier, and you're already typing. See you in the next one.